Very good evening to all of you from IIT Roorkee. I hope just as a hygiene check, I am audible to all of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for your confirmation. So it's around 7 p.m. from India, and I know that many of you have joined from different parts of the country or world also. So you may be coming from different time zones. Today in India, we have a very auspicious day. It is known as Ram Navami. Many of you may be knowing about this. So, a lot of celebrations are going. So, that way, it is a very auspicious day we have in India. So, I welcome you all for this webinar, which will help you to understand about Executive MBA program at IIT Roorkee. And with us, we have some of our students of senior cohorts. So I welcome Om Prakash, Nitesh, and Amit in this session where we are looking for our cohort fourth of Executive MBA program. So I am thankful to Amit, Om Prakash, and Nitesh for sparing time because generally on Sunday evening we have the live classes. So they are taking time from their live classes to be part of this kind of a webinar for giving inputs to make a good decision about Executive MBA program of IIT Roorkee. So with this, I have a small PowerPoint presentation. So I will like to start with that PowerPoint presentation first, and then we may open the session for question answer. We may have chat facility also. So you can post your questions in the chat also. And at any time you want to speak, you want to ask anything, you can raise your hand and we will give opportunity for you so that you can directly ask your question if you do not want to write in the chat window. So all type of flexibility, all type of possibility of interactions are there. I request you to ask questions because many a time I will be giving inputs what I understand. But you all are working executives. You may have your own unique conditions, and based on those conditions, you can ask questions. So you are more than welcome for asking questions during the presentation and after the presentation also. So I request if you can confirm whether my slides are visible.
Yes, Professor.
Yeah, thank you. So once again, welcome to this admission webinar for Executive MBA program of IIT Roorkee. This is a very historic building which you can see on our front page. This building is known as James Thompson Building of IIT Roorkee. In our local gossip language, we call it as a White House of IIT Roorkee. Many of you, I think, already know about IIT Roorkee. It is one of the oldest technical institute of whole of Asia Pacific. We started technical education way back in 1847. India got independence in 1947, but this IIT Roorkee came in a different avatar, which is known as Thompson College of Civil Engineering. It started in 1847. The building which you see in this slide, that is the oldest building of the whole of our campus. From Thompson College of Civil Engineering, we started and then In 47, when we got independence, in 49, the first Prime Minister of our country, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, declared Thompson College of Civil Engineering as University of Roorkee. University of Roorkee became first university, first technical university of independent India. And at that time, we were part of Uttar Pradesh province. So it was a state university of UP, Uttar Pradesh. Some of you may be aware that UP got bifurcated into UP and Uttarakhand in year 2000. And immediately after that, in year 2001, University of Roorkee was converted into IIT. So it became seventh IIT of our country, and it is therefore became a important piece of learning, not only in science and engineering, but in the field of humanities, in the field of management, in the field of architecture and planning, etc. Right now, we have around 10,000 plus students who are physically in the campus. Out of these 10,000, we have close to 5,000 undergrad students, close to 3,000 PhD students, and close to 2,000 postgraduate students. So IIT Roorkee is one of the largest institutes in the country, and all these 10,000 students are residing in different hostels within the campus. So that is the beauty of a institute like IIT Roorkee. We have approximately in different departments across the institute 600 regular faculty members. We have close to 20 academic departments spanning across engineering, social science, management, humanities, etc. IIT Roorkee is fast becoming a place of innovation, and we have more than 400 patents filed and granted. Out of around close to 700 patents, 400 patents are granted so far at IIT Roorkee. There is a ranking framework, and under the ranking framework of Government of India, which is known as NIRF, IIT Roorkee is enjoying a position at 8th level currently. If I come specific to Department of Management Studies, which started when we were part of University of Roorkee. So this department started on March 2nd, 1998, and the first batch graduated in year 2000. And this year, we are celebrating silver jubilee of graduation of our first batch, which graduated in year 2000. So this is the silver jubilee year of DOMS with respect to the graduation of our first batch. Our vision is to be a leader in creating human capital to serve industry, academia, and society. I will talk about how we are serving academia and society also. We have a mission of strong management education, research, and consultancy. If you see the numbers, so currently we have a faculty strength of 27, and out of these 27, 23 faculty members are full-time faculty members and 4 professors of practice. So 23 plus 4, that is the division of these 27 faculty members. We have 9 professors, 5 associate professors, and 9 assistant professors if I divide them into different cadres. The total number of students who are right now under our EMBA program are standing close to 141. And in our MBA, every year the intake is around 95. So considering first year and second year, the batch size is 169 at the moment. Now you see a very strong cohort of PhD students. We are having close to 130 full-time PhD students in the department, which is really a significant number because 27 faculty members are guiding these 130 PhD students. So you can understand that close to 5 scholars per faculty member, that is the ratio of PhD students in our department. And therefore, we are able to produce faculty members for various IIMs and other IITs. Our PhD students are serving as faculty member in almost all new IIMs and in variety of top ranking management institutions in our country. You go to any B school in India, you will find few faculty members, they have done their PhD from IIT Roorkee. And since we are also coming to a silver jubilee state, we have a strong alumni presence of 1,000 plus from MBA, and there is a very strong alumni presence of IIT Roorkee, which is close to 50,000. So globally, you go to any country, any city, there will be IIT Roorkee, University of Roorkee alumni working, and at USA, in various countries of Europe and other parts of the world, you will find IIT Roorkee Alumni Association chapters are actively working in those areas. This is the list of faculty members in the department. So in the finance and accounting and economics area, Professor J.P. Singh has superannuated, but Professor A.K. Sharma, Ashu, Professor Sujata, Professor Rakesh, Professor Anamika, Professor Prachi, they are full-time faculty members. In human resource and organizational behavior area, we have Professor Rangnekar, Professor Usha, Professor Rajiv Dhar, and very recently, last month only, one new faculty has joined in that area, Professor Nishant Garg. In marketing area, we have Professor Rahman, Professor Vinay Sharma, Professor Jogendra Nayak, Professor Saurabh Arora, and Professor Kalpak Kulkarni. In information system area, we have Professor Gaurav Dikshit. And again, we have a very strong operations area, including myself, Professor M.K. Barua, who is currently on leave. He is director of a institute which is known as IIT Ram at Ahmedabad. Professor Ramesh, Professor Amit Upadhyay, who is also our coordinator of EMBA program. Professor Manu Gupta, Professor Tarun Sharma, and Professor Sumit Kumar Yadav. So that is the distribution of faculty members in different specialization areas. If you see about our department, we offer 3 programs. For many years, we were only limited to conventional MBA and PhD programs, but now we also offer Executive MBA program. Full-time MBA program is a 2 years residential program which is divided over 8 terms. I will like to emphasize on this point that IIT Roorkee is the only institute in the country where we offer MBA degree in the term system. The total program is divided into 8 terms. Whether it is a MBA program or executive MBA program, it is in 8 terms. However, there is a slight difference in the credits requirement for MBA and EMBA. For our regular MBA, we are requiring 76 credits, while for executive MBA, we require 73 credits. And in both, you can go for dual specialization. The course structure is created in such a manner that you can specialize in two of the areas: finance, marketing, operations, information system, and human resource management. These are the five areas we offer right now, and all students will get opportunity to specialize in two of the areas. We also have the PhD program, as I already mentioned you. Now, if I go specific to executive MBA, it is designed only for working professionals. So it is a program which is, I particularly always say, is a highly flexible program. And in this case, the delivery which will happen, that is through pre-recorded lectures as well as live sessions. So every weekend, Saturday and Sunday in the evening, generally from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., we used to have classes on Saturdays and Sundays. So for every course, you will have 50% recorded videos, and means that engagement is like that. So your 50% engagement goes for going through those recorded lectures, and 50% is through live sessions. And out of 73 credits which you have to complete for getting your degree, it is divided into three major areas. 37.5 credits are for the core courses, 25.5 for the elective courses, and 10 credits for projects and seminar. For getting your specialization, your elective courses and projects and seminar will also be counted. So from these 35.5 credits, you will get your specialization. Coursera is our partner for delivering the online content. So all the recorded lectures, recorded videos are hosted at Coursera Learning Management System. Coming specific to eligibility requirement for our EMBA program, so you need to have a bachelor's degree. It is not necessary that you should have only BTech degree. You can be bachelor in any area, any discipline, but you need to have 65% marks in your bachelor degree or equivalent CGPA, etc., which is relaxed 5% for candidates who are coming from SC or ST categories. And then you also need to have 4 years work experience after your graduation. So this is the mandatory condition. This is the base condition, that graduation with 65% marks or 60% marks in case of SC, ST students, and plus 4 years of work experience. And then one more condition is there, and out of that, you have to fulfill only one of them. Either you have qualified CAT, GMAT, or ZET, any of these three exams in its last, you can say, round, or you are having a graduation from the university which is listed in NIRF, which is listed in latest ranking data of NIRF, or if you are coming from a global university, it should be within top 1000 QS ranking. Or you need to have a turnover or your work experience is from a company which is having a turnover of more than 3 billion rupee consecutively for last 3 years, or you are working in a state or central government department, or you are working in an NGO having pan India or global operations. So you have to fulfill One of these three condition, and base condition, graduation with 65% marks and 4 years of work experience. If you have any question here at this stage, there are some questions coming. Okay, so Varun, are you replying to these questions?
Yes, I'm responding to the specific questions. However, you can also take up through Q&A if any specific question that you want to mention or answer.
So let me just go through this. I request that if our attendees can give their actual name, because some of their names are coming with their phone numbers. So there is a question from Ninad about the placement support for. Okay, so there will be some of these questions will come uh, once we go ahead. Let me first go through the presentation, because many of these questions are automatically answered once we go ahead in the presentation. So as we know that this program is for working professionals. So those who have done 4 years of stint in the companies and they want to go up in the hierarchy in their organization, they want to switch from the present job to some other job. It is ideal for middle management professionals who are looking to broaden their skill set with cross-functional concepts. It may also be useful for top management professionals who are looking for new perspectives, some of the best practices, etc. So they can also take the benefit in a different way. It can also be useful because a lot of entrepreneurs in our country right now, they are techies, but they have very little knowledge about the running of the organization. So entrepreneurs, those who want to try their hands in the entrepreneurial journey, can also take the help of the EMBA program. So this is just to help you that to whom we are looking as our possible students in next cohort. Now, some of the USPs of EMBA of IIT Roorkee. It is a industry-oriented program. One of the USP is flexibility. And I will talk flexibility in a simple manner that though the program is a 2 years program divided into 8 terms, but you have a flexibility to complete the program in 5 years. And we say that you learn at your own pace. And the way you are having availability of time in your job, you can take more subjects, you can take less subjects, so you get the flexibility. However, I will recommend that there are few cases where we are getting our executive MBA degree in 2 years also, but don't take too much of load on you and try to take the benefit of flexibility which we are providing, where you can design the speed of your own degree. And we have a big basket of elective courses, very big basket of elective courses, and you can select with the consultation of senior students as well as with the consultation of the faculty members, that which elective is more suitable for your future planning. So around 40 plus electives are available. We can get a double specialization also. You, since this is a degree program of IIT Roorkee, so you will get proper alumni status of IIT Roorkee. You will be given the degree during the annual convocation of IIT Roorkee. We generally host our convocation in the last week of August or first week of September. So you will be invited to attend the convocation in person if you can come. Like many of the regular students also not able to come, and many can come. So depending upon your convenience, but there will be invitation for you to attend the convocation and receive the degree at the stage during the convocation. You will be part of our alumni network because you will be like any other student, alumni of IIT Roorkee, and you will have access to all the resources of IIT Roorkee. For example, our incubation center, the library, the databases, the journals, and the guest houses. As a student of IIT Roorkee, we have the flexibility of booking the guest house on our own. So all those things are possible for you. The other interesting thing is, since we do not have a fixed payment system for this program, you need not to pay any fixed amount every term. You need to pay only for that number of courses which you are registering for a particular term. So it also makes your payment system very flexible. So depending upon your time and budget, you can decide that how many subjects you want to study in a particular term, and accordingly you will be paying for that much. As if you see in third column, flexibility to complete, I am mentioning that you can skip a term. So there is no payment requirement if you are not registering for a particular semester of particular term. It is a possibility that for 3 consecutive terms, there is no payment requirement. So in that case, it becomes even more convenient for all of you that if you are not registering for a subject in a particular term, there is no payment attached. So that is a very important point, and it gives lot of financial freedom also to all of you. We generally have classes on Saturday and Sunday, and these classes, because students are coming from different time zones, so there are a lot of challenges in finding the common window for the classes. So here you are seeing a sample of a timetable, like Saturday, Sunday. Every day there can be 2 or maximum 3 classes also. So like this is a class of August, September, where we have 2 classes only these weekends, but generally we can have 3 classes also. So 6 to 7:30, 7:30 to 9, and 9 to 10:30. So 3 classes are also possible every weekend. So generally the professors have given a lot of content in the recordings, and that covers the syllabus. But the live classes are more useful for the discussion. So a lot of discussion happens during the live classes. Professors can also do case study presentations during the live classes. So live classes are kind of a support to our recorded video. So concepts which are more universal in nature are part of the recorded content, and explanation of those concepts, numericals based on those concepts, case studies based on those concepts are being discussed in the live classes. We also do the recording of the live classes, and these recordings are available on our Coursera LMS. This is a picture of our campus immersion during means for these EMBA. We also organize campus immersion programs, and where our EMBA students physically visit the campus, and you can see Director IIT Roorkee, Professor K.K. Pant is also there in the campus immersion. Myself and other faculty colleagues you can see in the front row. All of them are welcoming or interacting with the students of EMBA. Now, what type of growth services are available to our EMBA students. So EMBA students are, since they are already coming from field, they all have the experience. So if I say directly, the placement services which are available to other students of IIT Roorkee may not be available to them in the same way. The registration process, the campus interview process, because we feel that these students are experienced students, and they are looking a different type of job role from their EMBA activities. So they can go for their own lateral and vertical career shifts. We also help them in providing the incubation center access. So at IIT Roorkee, we have different types of incubation center. There are sector specific incubation centers, and there are sector agnostic incubation centers also. And in that case, all these incubation facilities are available to you. This data is mentioning that we have supported around 110 plus startups. So these numbers have increased. Now we have gone around 200 plus startups support from our different incubation centers. And these startups are coming from our UG students, our PG, PhD, and faculty members also. So even faculty members at IIT Roorkee are also involved in the startup activities, and our EMBA students are also encouraged to take the benefit of incubation center activities. There was a question in the chat when I was seeing the chat flow, that whether EMBA is going to help us in PhD degree also. Since it's a degree, and this degree has almost the same number of credits which are equivalent to our regular MBA degree. So I do not find any difficulty. I do not find any difficulty that you will not be able to do PhD after doing EMBA. However, I cannot say anything on behalf of other universities. You see, I can only say about my own university, that whether IIT Roorkee is going to give admission on the basis of EMBA or not. So yes, if someone has done EMBA and wants to come for a PhD at IIT Roorkee, we are going to consider this as a degree for MBA for PhD requirement. But I cannot say on behalf of University of Delhi or on behalf of IIT Bombay or IIT Kharagpur for that matter. So every institute may have their own policies, but since it's a degree, proper degree, and there is nothing kind of a short of credits, so it is very much useful for pursuing any kind of higher education. And in fact, this was the reason we are keeping the credits of EMBA and MBA at same level, so that there is no confusion about the use of degree for higher education purpose. Now coming about the fee structure of our EMBA program. So first, you have to pay a registration fee of 25,000 rupee at the time of admission. This is non-refundable in the beginning. Now, the total fee of our 73 credits is coming close to 11,42,500. But this fee is not divided into 4 semesters or 8 terms. This fee is divided into the credit system. So like as I said in the beginning also, 37.5 credits are the core subject. So every core credit is 18,000 rupees. Every elective credit is 15,000 rupees. And every project seminar credit is 8,500 rupees. So in a term, how many credits of which type you are registering. Accordingly, you have to pay the fee of that particular term. In case you are not registering any credit in a particular term, there is no payment required in that particular term. If you are registering, let's say, 10 credits of core type, if you are registering for 10 credits of the core type, in that term, you have to pay a fee of 1,80,000. So it is directly you can see that how much you are buying in a particular time, you have to pay according to that. If you are not buying anything, no payment required for that matter. So this fee of 11,42,500, if you do your MBA in just 2 years, obviously this has to be paid in 2 years. If you are doing it in 3 years, you can spread the total amount over 3 years. If you are taking 4 years, you can spread this amount over 4 years. So it is a pay as you go model. You have to pay only for courses taken during the term, each term. So this is a very flexible model. There is no continuity fee. There is no other type of payment required. This is the only payment which is there right now on your screen. Many institutes, they charge a continuity fee also. If you are not registering any subject in a particular term, still you have to pay some 5,000, 10,000 rupees as part of the continuity fee. We do not have anything for continuity also. If you are not registering for 2 consecutive terms, you will not pay anything to us. You will only pay when you have registered for a subject. Now coming to the application and selection process. So you have submitted the applications and your applications are under review. Then based on your eligibility criteria, there is no merit required at this moment. All those who are eligible, fulfilling our requirement of marks, experience, and one of the 3 criterias, we will invite you for the interview process. We will invite you for the interview process. A faculty panel will try to understand your potential for doing MBA, EMBA, your resource in terms of time availability for doing, your commitment level for doing EMBA. So these things we are going to see during the interview process. And based on your performance in the interview, you will get admission offer letter from IIT Roorkee. You have to apply to this link of Coursera, and application window is till 25th May 2025. And we will have 2 rounds of interview. The first round of interview, those who have already submitted their applications, for them we are going to conduct the first round during first week of May. And for second lot, those who will be completing their application after first week of May, for them we will have one more round, that is during 30 and 31st May. Results are expected by first week of July, and from 16th July, our classes are going to start. If we see the 3 cohorts which are already there in our MBA, EMBA program. So this is the age split. So most of the students, those who are doing the EMBA, they are in this category of 30 to 40 years of age bracket. And then it is almost quite similar that below 30 and 40 to 49% years. And we have a few students who are 50 plus bracket also. The gender split is, it is again, we all know, quite a male dominated cohorts. 85% male are there in the cohorts. Work experience, you see that we have majority of our students between 4 to 10 years of work experience, but there are significant number of students who have 15 years plus experience also. And incidentally, the students having 11 to 15 years of experience are quite less. average experience, which is a very interesting data, is 11 years plus. That is the average experience of our cohort. If you see the lot of big companies are represented here in our cohorts. So students are working in companies like Google, Microsoft, Capgemini, HSBC, and Mercedes, Walt Disney, Amazon, and the different kind of roles which they have. So both these things are suggesting that neither we are very role specific, that only HR people are coming or analytics people are coming. You can see that people across roles are taking part in our EMBA, and people across industries. It's not software dominated or manufacturing dominated or supply chain dominated cohorts. They are coming from coding to logistics to automobiles to banking and so on. So all the areas are properly represented in our cohorts. So with this, I finish my formal presentation and I'm stopping here. And I request Varun, if you can help me to uh, let me know the questions which I need to respond, because I could not see the questions during this. Okay, so let me open the question answer box I am opening. And there is a question, is there any minimum attendance percentage that need to be maintained over the tenure of the course? So as per IIT Roorkee guidelines, there is no minimum attendance required for appearing in the exams. We will have every term your end-term examinations, and these end-term examinations are the proctored end-term examination. So you will be appearing in the exam using a platform known as Metal. And in that, you need to keep your camera on so that there is a proctoring facility which we use in Metal. However, for appearing in the exam, no minimum attendance is required as per the rules. However, a faculty member can decide the percentage of attendance required for getting good grades. Maybe, let me tell you that for every subject, we have 100 marks. And in 100 marks, 50 marks are generally devoted for the final exams, and 50 marks are for different types of quizzes, assignments, and class participation. Out of that class participation, a faculty may give some 5 marks, 10 marks for attendance. So if a faculty is giving some marks for attendance and you want to score good grades, then automatically it becomes important or kind of a mandatory for attending the live classes. Otherwise, if you are okay that yes, I can go through those videos later on, then I can say that attendance may not be so necessary for you. But it is always advisable to attend the class, because that gives you a lot of opportunity to clear your doubts, to interact with the professor. So I will always recommend that uh, you should attend the classes. Satyam is saying, is there any brochure data that shows students' growth after completion of their EMB? Our first cohort will going to be convocated in this coming convocation, which is going to happen in the first week of September 2025. So, data about how they have used EMBA in their journey, in their growth path, it is too early to say. We need a good time series data so that we can project that when a student came for EMBA, he was at this role, and after completing EMBA in 5 years or 10 years, he has gone to that level. So it is so early to say that how the journey is going to be there. Uh, so it will not be very appropriate to answer this question at the moment. Yeah, so we assign mentors to help students in completing their project. In fact, these mentors are our faculty colleagues. So they will help you in completing your project work, etc. And for choosing the specialization also, you can take the help of our EMBA coordinator, or you can also take off help of any faculty member. Like you are a student of IIT Roorkee, like any other student. So you can always speak to any professor, any faculty of our department whenever you are in confusion. But for project work, you will have a dedicated supervisor. Every student will get a dedicated supervisor for guiding the project activity. So you will get a mentor, and you can speak to your mentor for choosing the specialization also. So Gayatri is saying that you can stay in the campus during the examination, but you have to book your room in our guest house. So if you plan to stay in the campus during the examination, you can always stay. And generally during the examination period, the availability in the guest house is also possible. So yes, you can stay, and you can appear in the examination from the campus only. That's possible. So these questions, I answered all the questions which are available in the Q&A part of our. Uh, Varun, is there anything which I can help from the chat window?
I believe most of the questions are answered, and we have also answered many queries in the chat. I would
Yeah.
request the audience, if they want to have any other questions, please post your question in the Q&A box so that we can answer them live.
So how the EMBA coursework is kept up to date and relevant according to the quickly changing technical space inclined towards AI in business? Yeah, so Sudipta, it's a very interesting point you are raising. I must say that we have a lot of flexibility with respect to new elective systems. So all the electives which we offer are of 1.5 credit. So whenever we feel that there is a need to have a new course on some thing which is important happening in the scenario, we can design a new course according to that requirement, and there is a system of offering new electives when we need it. So generally we will not change much in the core courses. Core courses remain more or less intact, but we do change electives. Some of the electives may not be relevant after 4 years, 5 years. So the purpose of elective is to keep your entire content aligned to the current requirement. So core papers are like the foundation, fundamentals, which are not going to change frequently. But electives give you a scope of getting new things or whatever is more relevant to the business. When we started, not EMBA, but our regular MBA, so at that time, a lot of operations management subjects were done in a conventional manner. But over a period of time, we realized that how analytics is coming in a big way in every area. And then we started teaching analytics in supply chain also, analytics in logistics also, analytics in marketing also, analytics in HR also. So it is all happening because of the changing market requirement. And we are very much aware and keep our course content up to date. But let me also tell you that there are many things which are happening, which are at the skill level. Whenever you are going for a degree type of course, you need to understand that there are two things. One is knowledge of tools, and another is knowledge of concepts. So whatever is fast changing, that is more related to tools. New tools of analysis keep coming, and fundamentals, the basic concepts do not change so fast. So in our core courses, we focus more on that knowledge which is more permanent in nature. And the tool type of things, whether you know AI, whether you know Python coding, whether you know R programming, etc., All these things are more related to tool related things. And therefore, I will say that focus of the management education, a degree program, is more on knowledge and less on tools. And that is how we have designed our program. Yeah, so what type of tools and platforms are covered? So if you see our course structure, there are large number of you can say courses. As I just mentioned, that we have courses of analytics in the field of HR, marketing metrics in the field of supply chain analytics, operations analytics, and then logistics analytics, fintech. So these all courses are related to analytics and data driven decision making. So there are enough scope with respect to learning of analytics and data driven decision making also. So Abdul Bari is asking about success stories from the cohort. How has the executive MBA impacted career path or growth of the student? So your question is very relevant, Abdul. But as I just said a few minutes back also, that how it is helping in students. Since students are still in the process of completing their degree, we have three of our students from the senior cohorts, Om Prakash, Nitesh, and Amit. So rather, I speak anything on this particular point. I will request Om Prakash, Amit, and Nitesh to quickly touch upon this particular aspect about the career impact from EMBA.
Okay, I can go if you want.
Yeah, please.
This is Amit. I am based in New York, USA. I joined this as part of the first cohort. Have been mostly working in the technical field, so work with Microsoft, AWS, and currently working with Google. For me, learning is the most important outcome that I was looking for. And I feel that given I was completely cocooned into technical side, this program has given me learning, exposure to marketing, finance, things that I did not know in much detail. I eventually want to move into product management, as Professor mentioned, that once we complete, and then I have done a little bit of internal kind of experience in terms of understanding that role. This program has enabled me to understand the different facets of how you run a business. So eventually, hopefully, we'll get to transition into the product management. Hopefully that helps. Om, over to you.
Thank you, Amit. My name is Om. I'm from the first cohort of EMBA. So I run a tech company in the aerospace and defense vertical. So as a founder CEO, and for me, initially before joining the EMBA, I was a techie and I knew nothing about selling a product or pricing a product in a certain fashion, or most of the management concepts. So it was all about coding and building stuff. But then after joining the EMBA, I'm very grateful to have learned all these topics from the faculty members at DOMS IIT Roorkee. And also the peer group learning helped me a lot because when I joined this cohort, I was having about 6 years of work experience. And most of my classmates were quite experienced. Like you have Amit here. So Amit has more than a decade long experience. And we have few more classmates from the 40s and 50s age group, wherein it goes two ways. One, we're learning from the professors, and two, we're also learning from the peer group, because there are a lot of case studies and discussions that keep happening between students. And I've been fortunate enough to learn a lot of these concepts. And someone asked a question about how is this helpful. So I think Abdul Bari. So any success stories from your cohort? So I think, yeah, as Sir mentioned, it's too early to answer this question. But from my experience, what I can say is that like the perception. So since I'm into entrepreneurship, the perception. So I come from a like I have a UG background from an NIT, and now this PG from IIT Roorkee. So the perception when we interact with prospective clients, prospective investors, the perception certainly changes. They feel that these folks definitely know what they're building or what they're talking about. So and it also gives us clarity. So I mean, the EMBA experience, so I was able to complete this in 2 years, and I did not like take a break or drop few courses in between. I completed it at a stretch. So that also helped me to manage my time. As I was working, I was also studying. So it, like, there are certain deadlines that you have to like meet as soon as possible. So it also helps you with your time management skills. So I feel that it was a very good experience for me, and it's just like we are just getting started. I would say that it's going to take a while for us to come up with proper success stories from a cohort. I would say that there are a lot of classmates of mine who are working in certain verticals. Like, you might have seen a logo of HSBC. So I have a classmate who works for HSBC, and he is into banking and tech. Now he is planning to transition into product management role, and he's giving interviews at fan companies, and the perception has been good so far. So that's all I can say, and it has been a good experience for me. Thanks. If you have any questions about this, feel free to post it on the Q&A box. I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you.
Nitesh, you can also
Yep.
add.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, I mean, one thing is very important, which Amit and Om also mentioned. So I'm Nitesh from cohort 2. I'm based out of Germany. So that's where I'm working. Right now, I'm in my hometown in India, in Uttar Pradesh. However, largely, I mean, I will be going back next week. The key to success, not of the program, but of yours, is what you are looking forward to, right? What is your personal objective? What do you want to achieve, and what do you want to learn out of the program? My very personal philosophy when I joined the program, and it is still is valid, and it's very personal to me, that the program may not end up giving me a salary hike because it's an executive program, and largely the hike and the change role, everything will happen based upon my performance. However, the knowledge I am gaining out of this program, how I'm implementing in my day-to-day professional life, right, that will show my caliber. And based upon, let's say, the mix of my performance and the implementation of the knowledge, I would deserve any further opportunities. So keep that in mind. Do not say that, again, my personal opinion, that if you flash this EMBA program to your manager, to your CEO, you will be promoted to the next role. And yes,
Much
as
appreciated.
yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead, Professor.
Yeah, thank you very much, Amit, Nitesh, Om, for sharing your personal experience, and this will give a lot of confidence to the aspiring candidates about opportunities through EMBA program. Saurav is asking about student exchange programs available through EU or US schools. Yes, so at IIT Roorkee level, we have MOUs with many EU and US schools, not only for the EMBA program, but at the IIT Roorkee level. But the execution of these MOUs, that student actually go there and take part of exchange activity, it is a slightly costly affair, and many a time, therefore, these exchange activities are not materializing. In case someone is looking to take benefit of this, so they can certainly take help of our IR office. At IIT Roorkee, we have a international relation office through which these things are possible, because we have more than 200 plus MOUs from different universities of the US and European countries. So that is possible. So Swadipta is saying that you are based in USA and like to know how many hours of commitment is required per week, including live sessions. So you see, for the live session, this commitment will be from 4 to 10 hours per week. It's not fixed. It can be 4 hours per week. It can be up to 10 hours per week also. because it depends upon how many subjects you have taken in a particular term. If you have taken, let's say, only one subject in a particular term, obviously, so we can say that per subject commitment, how much commitment you need per subject per week. So that may be more appropriate way of justifying this whole discussion. So per subject per term per week, you require around 4 to 5 hours of commitment, including various assignments, self-study material, and live classes, etc. So you can say that 5 hours per week per subject is required. So depending upon that, if you take more subjects, you can increase them at the pro rata basis. So that way we have answered the questions which are part of the Q&A box. So then if more questions are coming, okay, one more question. How many totals have been enrolled in the last 3 MB? So as I already mentioned in one of my slide, that in 3 cohorts we have given admission to around 140 plus students so far, and they are coming from different geographical regions, including almost all parts of America, then from various other countries of Europe. Some of them are from Singapore also. Some of them are from Australia also. So you can say that there is a very good mix, and that is the reason we get a lot of you can say issues in planning our live classes as well as exams, because getting a common window which works for Australia to America becomes a quite a challenging task, and therefore only on Saturday, Sunday we have a very small window, and during that small window also we have a challenge, because for example, we have students from Middle East also, and those students who are from Middle East, for many of them, many time Saturday or Sunday is a working day also, and Saturdays are generally the working day for them. Sunday may be a holiday, and therefore they find some challenge in that also. So almost entire world is covered for our EMBA program, and that gives us a lot of satisfaction that we have representation of Middle East, Europe, Central Asia, then Singapore, then Australia, and obviously USA also. So I think that is good enough answer for answering the Mr. Kundu's question.
Thank you, Professor Rajat. Thank you, Mr. Amit, Mr. Om, and Nitesh for your active participation. Thanks everyone for joining this webinar. I have left the meeting link in our chat to connect with us and the email addresses. We are on time, so I'm closing the webinar, and you can reach us back if you have any further questions on the provided link by booking a time slot on the email addresses.
Thank you, Varun. Look forward that if they have more questions, they can connect to you, or through the email ID of IIT Roorkee admission program, they can connect to us also. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
everyone.
Prakash. Thanks, Nitesh. Thanks, Amit, for your time and support in this webinar. Thank you very much.
No issues. Thank you.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
Professor.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.